Is that how you spell apart?
Literally right when I turned on the sound. What's up?
Nope, go.
All right. Well, thanks for showing up. We were gonna have 3, but we're updating a computer, so it's just the 2 of us. Seth here. Josh is with me. What were you gonna ask, Josh?
I was just gonna ask if this is how you spell apartment.
Where?
A-P-P-A-R-T.
A-P-P-A-R-T? Isn't it? No, it's 1P. It's translated. Okay, so setup and start game. We're supposed to play with landfill in the first one. I don't know if you want to change one of these out or if you want to just say, whatever. Actually, we might have to. That thing went away.
I think we're both veterans
We've
of
played enough
both
Dominion.
of these genres, yeah.
Okay, so technically it's whoever rode on a train first.
First?
First in existence. No, last.
Guess it would be in the pre-COVID times.
Who got on the Christmas train first when we were like 7 and 4?
You don't think Metro counts?
Metro's train.
That's what I mean. In the pre-COVID time, who rode Metro last?
See, the last time, I guess I would have taken the Metro. I rode an actual train to New York for work.
Like a choo-choo train?
I don't think choo-choo trains exist anymore. Like a not metro train, but like a rail train. Like it was on a
like
train.
A choo-choo train.
And there was like not bellboys, but train bellboys.
Yeah, that's
Bell
a choo-choo
people.
train.
But I don't think it was a steam
I
locomotive.
think it's actually bell folk.
Bell folk. I'll go first, just to stop the monotony. Okay. So.
Wait, do I draw 5 cards?
This is my hand. Oh, I guess technically they can go to my hand, yeah. Okay, so just so we're on the same page, it's crazy since we started doing this. I don't read rules anymore. Like, I watch a video, which there is no video on trains.
No, there's not.
There's Rado, and then there's someone who we watched for 4 minutes, and we were like, this isn't happening. It was brutal. And then I skimmed the rules 15 minutes before we're ready. But so the game is done, or the end game starts when any 4 of the card stacks in the supply, excluding waste, are depleted. Lest we go through 70 waste cards before the game is over. We still have to keep playing. Any player has used all of his rail tokens, which we have 20 rail tokens. You have 19? Oh, for red and blue. Guess there's only... which we will need to place out. We need to place our starting locations. And then all station tokens, which are over here, there's 30 of them, have been placed on the board. So, I guess let's... Yeah. The game starts with each player drawing a hand of 5 cards from their deck, going clockwise around the table. Players place 1 rail token as their starting point. I am blue, and I am going to place... Yeah.
Just in the middle of the grass? Why would I not place one in Kyoto?
Oh yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't I? Why would I place it in the middle of the grass? Are you gonna start in Kyoto and I'm gonna start in Kobe?
No, I'm...
Kobe! I'm just gonna move it to Sakai. Okay.
Sakai?
Yeah. Like Stan Sakai?
Or the learning management software that universities use for free.
Is Sakai a learning? Stan Sakai wrote Usagi Yojimbo about a rabbit samurai.
I'm starting in... I guess I should start in... Whatever. Yeah, let's just start in Kyoto. And then I'll branch out from here.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 3 normal trains. What the heck are these cards? These cards don't match my cards.
Am I allowed to... Are you allowed to talk about copyrighted films on YouTube?
I think so.
Did you get a DMCA strike because I mentioned it?
I mean, Red Letter Media has literally like a 3-hour Star Wars review. What do you mean talk about copyrighted films? Is red the cost? Why does this look different?
These cards are actually, yeah, different than the PDF rules that I saw. I think red must be the cost, and the green light is how many bucks it generates for you.
Okay, so red is... Okay, yeah. That has to be right. Red is how much it costs, green is currency. Okay, so I get 3 currency with my dumb normal trains. I'm gonna lay rails. So I am going to gain waste. I will pay 2 to go to Kansai Airport. And then I will lay rails again. 1 more waste. And go in the grass. I'm not gonna buy anything. Buying is for chumps.
Buying is for chumps. Also, there's so many things to buy.
I haven't even started looking.
Okay, I've got 4... You'll have to take my word for me, but I got 4 normal trains generating $4, and a station expansion. So what? I get I'll do a station expansion, so I get to place 1 station. Right?
Yes.
Gain a waste.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I'll just put a station on Kyoto. Wait, how do you score? How do you score? Something like having stations and having rails, right?
Yeah, but I think you only score at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get a for each rail token in a city or a remote location. In a city with 1 station, you get 2 bonus points. In a city with 2 stations, you get 4 bonus points. In a city with 3 stations, you get 8 bonus points. And a remote location is the number on the like, Otsu would be.
Oh man, I might take freight train to get rid of this waste.
If you don't do anything on your turn, you can remove all the waste from your hand. Okay. Well, I have your same hand.
I still haven't picked what I'm doing. But keep going.
Okay. You won't affect me.
Yeah, I'm gonna gain a bullet train. Are you talking?
No, that's your child's play toys.
All I could hear was keyboard clacking.
Oh. Then in a way, I was talking. Is it my turn? Or are you still buying?
Yes. No, it's your turn.
Okay. So I have 4 and a station expansion. I'm not going to worry about stations yet. I think I'm just going to use this 4. Well, I guess I can buy some. In 1 coin if a normal train is in play. I think I might get 2 of these bullet trains. What did you end up buying? Signals?
I bought a bullet train and a signal.
Buy 2 bullet trains. And I'll build a station. Doesn't cost me anything. Okay. All right.
Okay, here's what I have. I've got 2 lay rails.
I see that, and I keep wanting to say lay waste.
It doesn't cost any more to build on a river, right?
It costs 1 extra.
So let's go out to Otsu, and that's what I'll spend my normal trains on. And then, let's see, I've got a second lay rails, and I guess I just gotta run it out into the forest, or does that cost me more?
That costs 2 extra.
Jeez! It's a real hassle to...
Start in Kyoto.
Yep.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright. Got some waste. I got lay rails. 3 normal trains. I'm gonna spend my 3 normal trains for an express train. I will lay rails. I'm not going to lay. I'm not going to lay whales. You're up.
And you get 1 action per turn, correct?
I think you get any actions.
Okay. Yeah, I just wondered why, like, the exclamation point signals.
I think it's because that is an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that. I'm going to draw 1 card. And I'm going to look at the top of my deck.
Cards with the exclamation point symbol are actions.
I will leave it there. Let's see. Station expansion. I guess I don't want to do that. I guess I'll lay a rail. How much does it cost to lay rail through the city?
One plus the number of station markers. And those are all on the left side here, too.
Okay. I get it. Okay. And then I'll put a station marker.
It's going for all the stations, huh?
Yep. I'll grab a waste. Then I will buy 4-3. Another lay rails card.
Okay. Bullet train. Normal train. I have 4. Freight train. I'm gonna lay rails. 3 left. Paste. Build a station there. B. Gonna buy a station. Yep.
Cool. Okay, I have a lay rails. So let's see. I've got $4, a waste, and a lay rails. So I am going to lay rails there, paying 1. So I've got 3 more. And for my $3, I will buy an express train.
That was nice.
That's my turn.
All right, I got a bullet train and 2 normal trains, so that's a 5er. I think we're gonna go for the freight train. You're up. Yeah, this is like playing. I mean, I remember people saying it, and I remember like Rado saying it. This is like playing Minion with a board.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm going to lay rails to this next city. Let's see, I've now got $5. And I'll buy the signaling area. That's my turn.
All right. 2 bullet trains, 2 normal trains. 5, 6. Guess I'll get this limited express train. Yep.
Okay. So I've got a bunch of waste this turn. That won't do me any good.
And again, if you don't do anything, you can discard all the waste from your deck.
I'm gonna lay rails. I'm going to use my signal to draw 1 card. Great, which is another lay rails. That's exactly what I was looking for. And then I look at the top card of my deck. And I will leave that on top, definitely. And I'll station expansion here. And that's my turn.
I'm going to use my freight train to return this 1 waste. Receive 1 coin from it. I have 4 coins. A station expansion. I think I'm gonna grab some. I'm gonna grab a lay rails. Okay. I have so many coins, but I just like don't do anything. I guess I kept buying a bunch of coin cards.
So I've got 6. Let's see, I actually think I want... Yeah, you really dilute your deck, so you gotta keep picking up your lay rails cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up... Maybe I don't want to dilute it too badly. A limited express train.
I have 5. I'm gonna take a signal and a station. No. Probably should have gone for the freight train. It's weird. I'm not sure, like, the ratio. I can't even think about the ratios yet. You're up.
Yeah, I can't either. I think it's...
I guess they're constantly changing, and so it's just like I'm either getting waste.
What's the card that they
recommend?
Yeah.
A landfill, which I think just gets waste out of your hand. But it's not. I don't feel like I'm struggling with waste.
No, not at all. Okay, I'm gonna use my signaling area to draw 2 cards. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a crazy turn. I'm gonna use my next signaling area to draw 2 more cards. Okay, get ready for this. This is gonna be real serious. I'm gonna use my next signaling area to draw 2 more cards. Oh lord, I had another signaling area. I'm gonna use this signaling area to draw 2 more cards. You guys watching this?
Chugga chugga.
I know, this is... Okay, and my final signaling area.
Is this the village idiot of trains?
Oh my gosh. Something's wrong. When did I pick up all these signaling areas?
Is this game under protest?
Just 2 more signaling areas. What's going on here? When did I buy all these signaling areas? 2 more cards. Are you seeing this? Why do I have so many signaling areas?
It still says there's 8. You should only have 2 then, I guess.
How did I get signaling areas? There's no signaling areas on the board.
Did you take an entire...
Oh my good lord. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Okay, scratch this turn. I'll just lose the turn. I'll lose the turn and figure this out.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. Can't wait to go back through the tape and figure out how I accidentally took all that.
I saw this gap and I was like, huh. I was like, well, maybe it's just not an even number. I don't think it is an even number. I don't know. Do you really have like 10 signaling areas in your deck?
Yeah, I don't know how. See, the weird thing is I don't recall ever buying a signaling area. I bought signals, but I don't recall ever spending 5 for signaling area. So I'm not quite sure how they got into my discard because I don't think I've bought 1 signaling area.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like there's any like... Doesn't seem like there's any like scripting, like add a card to your deck.
Well, they cost 5. I've only bought 1 card that was that expensive. Okay, there's all the signaling areas.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm just gonna expand a station. I don't have any money because I only get money on turns where I don't have anything else.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely buying signaling areas.
They're sweet. Are you gonna buy all 10? Oh my god. This is terrible.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna lay rails.
I mean, you're making it all the way across the board here.
4, 5, 6. So I've got $6 here. Yes, I'm gonna lay rails here, down to 5. And for $5, I'm gonna buy a signaling area, but just 1. I'm confused by, like, I understand you have to have victory point cards, or the developers, designers wanted to have victory point cards.
Or Dominion had victory point cards?
Yeah, I'm confused as to why they're like parts in the city. Like, first of all, what's the difference between a tower and a skyscraper? And second of all, like,
well, a tower is a tower, like Tokyo Skytree.
Like the Sears Tower, which is...
No, a Sears Tower is a skyscraper.
Okay, so riddle me about the apartment spelled with 2 P's. Am I...
You are a part...
Yeah, but not only... But yeah, am I a slumlord in addition to a railroad baron?
Maybe because of your ability to create great communal, environmentally friendly transportation, skyscrapers are going... Your contributions and your train fare has elevated the entire community. You're up, by the way.
But then why am I responsible for the waste that they generate? Thanks for creating an environmentally sustainable mass transit system. Here's all the garbage from the apartments.
No, it's because the people who live in those apartments leave their trash on your trains.
Damn it, people.
Take care of your surroundings. We're all in this together.
Pick up after yourselves. Okay, that was awesome. I used my signals to draw a card. Drawing a card is sweet. I will.
That's why you had all 10 of the signaling areas.
I
You
will
could draw 2
lay
cards.
a rail. I will put a station.
I mean, are you having
There.
fun? You look like you're having fun.
I've decided that what you're supposed to do in this game is just drive towards the mercilessly drive towards the other person and then block them out. Isn't that what you do? Okay, and then I have $4. So let's see. It is kind of interesting. You know, you don't really have a way to.
Crash. The freight train is the only one.
But that's just waste.
Right. Yeah, there's really no trashing.
Like I can't. It's interesting. Like in most deck builders, you can trash your starting cards.
The garage lets you discard, like draw 2, discard 2. So at least you can.
Just to get through the deck, yeah. Okay, so I have 4, so I want.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. My deck. Well.
I have 4, so I will take. Boy, it's difficult. I guess just a express train.
Pearson has 11 more percent.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, I am going to get in on the signaling game. Draw 1. I am going to lay rails. Lay rails. Amba. Okay. I think I was going to say something to you, but I have since forgotten.
It is your turn.
Oh, I thought it was your turn.
Oh no, sorry. I laid a rail and then I bought a another lay rails card.
I have 3 money. At a station. Amba. Then I will lay rails here. Rail. Here for one. And I'm done.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea of the waste.
Yeah. Let's see, I guess I will. Let me throw my cards down here. I use my signaling area actually correctly to draw 2 more cards. Okay, that means I can lay 2 rails. So I will lay one here and pay $1, and lay one here and pay $1. Take 2 wastes. And pay $1.
And did you gain a waste for moving to Yamagasaki?
Do you gain a waste for going to a city?
For going to a place with another player's rail token.
Oh, okay. Then there you go. Let's see. And I have...
And I think that ends up costing 2 to place there. 1 for the city and 1 for my rail token.
Okay. So then that costs 2. So I have 4 more. And I will take a freight train.
Is there a runaway train?
Runaway train, never coming back.
I'm gonna lay rails. You're red. You. There. So by signals. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost always worth it on a turn when you lay rails or like expand a station. Just buy a card, just to offset that waste.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play signals, which draws me a card. And then I can look at the top card of my deck, and I will throw that down. Okay, so I've got $2, $3, $4, $5 and a station expansion. I guess I should station expansion. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you're never gonna. There's no point in building a station expansion
In Yamagasaki because it's a wash.
It's only to prevent others from getting there, huh? Okay, I'll throw one over here. And I guess you gain a waste.
I have 5, so I'm gonna buy a. Are you done?
I'm gonna buy a freight train.
I am too. Go.
Okay.
You can just. I did find out you can refill as a script.
Okay, so waste doesn't do me any good. Station expansion. Let's go ahead. I guess I can lay rails. I'm gonna go ahead and lay rails through this right here. And pay 1. Waste. Lay rails. And then I will use my station expansion here in Kyoto. And then I've got, what, $2 left? Can you buy anything for $2?
Signaling area. Or not signaling area, signals.
I'm gonna do that then. Signals. Make sure I get just one of them instead of all of them.
And a bullet train. All right, so I have lay rails and normal trains. Expansion. Station expand to Namba again. And I am going to lay rails into Wakayama. No, into Kobe. Okay. That?
Okay, my turn.
903.
Okay, signaling area. Let's draw these cards. 2 more normal trains.
Riveting.
I'm gonna lay rails. Do the city, gaining a waste. You always gotta remember to take the waste card.
I know.
And paying $1. And then let's see, I've got an immense amount of spending money here too. Got the freight train with no wastes. I'm gonna have a hand with all wastes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got 5. And you know, I'm not gonna worry about this waste. I'm gonna just buy a signaling area because that is the best card. You learned.
That is the opposite of weight.
It makes waste not even matter.
I'm gonna play my signal. Save that. But back on my. I'm going to lay rails. I'll lay rails to Yama. Build a station in. Okay.
Okay, let's see. I've got a hand of 3 wastes and a freight train. So I can return 3 wastes and I get $3. Four, 5, that makes $6.
There's a weight.
Ha. Okay, so $6 gets me. Guess I'll lay rails. 2 lay rails. That's what I'll do. I need to.
I'm going to tell you right here. No, you don't. Because I'm going to just discard my hand of 3 lay rails, a waste, and a. Well, actually, I don't know if it matters. Oh, here and here. Grab.
Okay, I've got $5 here. And I'll take a signaling area. Although it's going to take me so many turns to get around because these decks get so huge.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna play Signals. Paste. 4. Now my hands aren't anything good.
Yeah, mine are too. It's like you'll have too many of one card, but not enough money. Like for lay rails, you know, it is an interesting game.
Signals. Okay, I'm done. Now, would you rather? I mean, it's hard to compare it to Dominion.
So signals for a card. That's no good. It's just waste. Look at the top. It's another waste. Throw it away. So that means I end up with 2 lay rails and a $1 normal train.
You know, it's funny. For being a deck builder with a board, I feel like I wish I was doing more with the board.
Yeah, I mean, there are better, like, you know, route builders. There are better deck builders. There are better deck builders with a board, like Clank.
Yeah.
For one, I think because you're so limited in the things that you're actually doing on the board, like it's no different than really Ticket to Ride. You're going to build a station, you're going to build, you're going to lay a rail. That's basically what you're going to do. The other things of like your deck management, I feel like are not actually like powerful enough, and they don't really let you customize a deck like Dominion does, or go for particular strategies like Dominion does.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the idea of an ever-building deck. Like, as you do things, your deck just gets a little more unwieldy. And trying to fight with that. You're up, by the way.
Okay.
I went to Himeji.
I got 3 wastes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather play Clank if I wanted to play a deck builder with a board. I'd rather play Ticket to Ride if I wanted to play a route builder.
And then waste. And then, like, if you get bad draws, like here's a good one. This is always, there's no way to, I don't like it. Like, here's 2 lay rails, and it's not even worth laying the rails. I mean, I guess, oh, extra cost is the number, so I got to pay 3 to go here, but I didn't draw any.
Yeah, I mean, you could just put them out, but you don't get anything by putting them out.
No, not at all. Except,
I mean, it ends the game quicker.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
And it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's just maybe a little bland.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I find it extremely bland. I don't think the flavor of the cards being train-oriented, to me, would even appeal to, like, train buffs. Like, whether it's, like,
it's not very thematic, yeah.
No, because I don't think the thematic cards make me feel like I'm building a train empire or whatever I'm doing.
I mean, like you even said with the skyscraper and stuff, it's like, what am I? Who am I?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think the theme is great on it. I don't think that one thing that you just love about a deck builder, and Dominion does well, I'm trying to think of the game with it's like in space.
Blank in space.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Star Realms.
But no, Star Realms, which to me is, I love that deck builder.
Where you have the factions.
Yeah, what's great about Star Realms is you really can go for particular strategies, and I love that. Like, I love sitting down, looking at the market, looking what I've got on each turn and deciding which way I want to go in that game. I really, really, really like that. Because you have to interact with the board, I don't really feel like the cards can be that interesting, to be honest. There's only so many things you can do in this game.
I mean, there's a lot of different decks that you can put out there. And I wonder, and I mean, I'm at this point where I'm just like, it's one thing to be like, I don't feel like buying a card, but I don't feel like my deck is so fine-tuned to not buy a card, but I'm just like, I don't know what I want. Like, I feel like we're nearing the end of the game. I already have a deck of 40-some cards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have 4, and I'm just like, do I get, like, Bout Train?
And I don't think that you can always do the basic things that you want to do. Like, in Star Realms, you can really build quite... And Dominion, too.
You're right.
Okay. Dominion is the same way. You can really kind of build the exciting, interesting deck you want. Like, you can go with that pirate ship or the pirate map, whatever one it is, and it's like a huge, like, this might go off and it might not at all. But it's fun, and you're building around that. Here's signaling area for 2 more cards. This, I don't feel like really allows you to really build the deck, really tailor the deck to how you want to play or the strategy you want to go down. I also feel like frequently in the turns, you also cannot do the basic things you want to do. Like in Star Realms, you can always attack. You know, that's one of the fundamental basic things.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to lay... So you can always do those basic things. I'm going to lay rails here. I'm spending 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and build a station here. Gaining another waste. Okay, that's my turn. Yeah, I really feel like luck or unluck of the draw is a much bigger factor in this game in terms of wanting to do interesting things throughout the game and to stay relevant throughout the game, as opposed to like the turn where you can't do anything is just kind of boring. And I feel like that occurs less in Dominion and Star Realms than here.
Well, and I will say, like, I mean, so this came out in 2012. And I think this was one of the first games after Dominion. Dominion came out in 2009. And I want to say this was one of the earlier deck builders. And it feels like they said, hey, I like Dominion, but what if we played it with a board? Guess I'll build a station. And then my turn. You are up. And I mean, I guess I'm trying to think of like early Dominion. I don't think early Dominion really had the control that I think some of the later stuff, like especially like Seaside with the duration cards, and Prosperity being able to get money and actions and stuff like that. It was more about utilizing the available cards to buy.
I do think you could... I think you had more ability... I'm going to buy a signaling area.
I think it would be better with 3, having a little bit more attention and on the board. But I mean, I agree with you that I just don't feel like, 1, the theme is as strong. 2, the interaction between the cards or the board is all that interesting.
I honestly think that there's too many do-nothing hands, and the game is perhaps just not interesting enough. I think as it's really interesting because when I think, this is a mashup between Ticket to Ride and Dominion, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather play either of those two games.
Then this, yeah. And you're up,
This
by the
would
way.
always be my third choice. Like, if I said, I'd like to play Dominion, somebody's like, how about Ticket to Ride? It's like, you know what I mean? If I was ranking my choices, this would always be number three. Because I actually just don't think it's good enough as a deck builder or as a route builder to be that interesting. I think there's too many do-nothing hands, and I don't really think, I do feel like in Dominion, the way that your deck gets built out is perhaps more foreseeable. I feel like I have more choice.
I think there's definitely more control in Dominion's deck building. And I will say, I like the idea of the waste and your deck just constantly getting a little more bloated. But the problem is that, and I think even Rado had mentioned this, that a lot of the cards in Trains are kind of directly pulled from Dominion. And the problem is that Dominion is built around, I guess depending on the kingdom layout, trashing cards.
Yeah.
Or
is it my turn? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Just keep things moving.
Or fine-tuning a deck.
I'm not gonna do anything. I can return these waste cards, which is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that I want to buy, and that's the only thing I have. So, the last few turns have just been do nothing turns because I know what I want to do. I know where I want to
I'm waiting
build.
for the hand to.
Yeah. But I don't think it's that I've built this deck in such a terrible way. I think it's just the deck gets huge. You didn't really have a ton of agency over any of it.
I'm done. Yeah, okay. It's funny. The
Okay, signals, draw one. Look at this. I can't take that.
The card, at least in this layout,
draw one.
There's a ton of card decks that we can use. This is one game. Everything's always with a grain of salt and all that stuff. But I just don't feel like the cards are set up for a game where your deck just generally gets more and more bloated.
No, I don't either. And I think the fact that you need to do these basic actions, you need to be laying rails, you need to be
it's set up like a Dominion. The cards are from Dominion, but the play and flow is not, which is fine. I'll play Dominion if I want to play Dominion, but the cards don't work well with, I think, how the deck is built.
Yeah.
Or even the board and stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna lay a rail out to get my 3 points here.
Okay. You take your waste. That's not gonna matter.
Yes. Well, and I get rid of this waste because the freight train.
2. Never see it. You're up.
Yeah. By the end, I think the other thing too is by the end.
I feel like there's cool cards out here, but I just need to be buying station expansions and lay rails.
So that's actually my biggest problem, and that's kind of what I was saying about. Oh, good. That's great. Is it my turn?
Yes. Sorry.
I discard my entire hand and do
Get rid of
anything.
your. Okay, signals.
Because I've got 31 cards in this hand. If we can't finish this game off in the next 6 hands, what am I going to do here?
That. Freight train, I gain.
There's literally no way I win this game.
And 1 lay rails.
It's a total blowout.
Is it? I actually can't tell. I guess I have a lot of these stations.
You've got way more stations on... I probably should not have... The place where you started was way better. That's the other thing I don't really love about it. this like choose your starting position thing. I just think it's so weird.
Yeah, and I remember, I don't know if you watched the Rado one. I am done.
Okay.
He was saying that, like, yeah, like, Kyoto's cool, and you're around, like, this 4 and this 3 and stuff, but it's a lot more expensive to get to other places. But I don't think
like,
it's offset.
There's a right choice in where you start, and there's a wrong choice in where you start. Okay, I've got 2. So let's see, I can lay rails. I'm never going to be able to and grab a waist. Let's see. Okay, grab a waist.
Plus, I feel like... I wonder why they didn't just have starting spots. Like, I feel like even once you played it enough, there'd be like, these are the 4 spots I will choose from. Like, I'll go here, or if somebody goes there, I'll go here. Or if I'm third to pick, I'll go... Like, I feel like why would anybody just, like... Whatever, I'm gonna go here.
Dumb, but it's also one of those things where, like, and this is always something, you know, you never really love, but people who have played the game before have a much greater idea of where you should start as opposed to people who are picking it up for the first time. So somebody who's played even 3 times is just going to smash somebody who's never played before.
Right.
The other thing, too, if you play with 3, and here's a big problem, I think, with just like any random starting location. If the first person puts their piece down, the second person puts their starting location near them, and the third person puts their starting location kind of further away from them, I think they would frequently cruise to victory.
Right, because they're not competing? You're up.
Well, because everything costs more for the other 2 people who... Yeah. And you can't keep somebody from... placed from starting close to you.
Yeah, like, what if you just, like, started here, right next to Sakai, and just, like, tried to block me off? I mean, I guess that's a viable strategy, but is it fun?
My turn?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, so I'm going to go with signals, so I get to draw another card. You know, it's interesting. You're right that they are... I'm going to do a double signaling area turn here. Okay,
I remember this move.
Area. Yeah. But I'm just going to draw wastes from it, so don't worry. Actually, I just drew cash, so don't worry about it, because I can't do anything with cash this late in the game. Okay, that's my turn. I end up doing nothing and having 6 cash, but it's not worth spending it.
Yeah, I've been having some of that. So here's a station.
I literally just need... Yeah. Okay, I can end the game next turn.
Signal. Station. You're gonna end it? Game ends at the end of the current player's turn, anytime he has used all of his rail tokens.
Okay, so what do? You get a point for each station and then a point for the stars?
So for each rail token in a city or a remote location, you gain 2 bonus points for 1 station, 4 bonus points for 2 stations, and 8 bonus points for 3 stations.
Oh, you know what I could have been doing with all these turns where I bought nothing? I could have been buying these apartments and stuff for victory points. Okay, so I have 17 points.
And I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Do you have 17?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 28, 29.
How do you have that?
I have 8 points. 2
Oh,
points.
8 points. Oh, okay. I just counted up the
The stars?
yeah. Or I just counted up the stations as 1 and the stars as, but I'm sure I didn't win.
No, so you have, this is 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
22.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Okay.
I think that's right. And
Well,
do you think you bought 5 cards of, or do you think you bought 6
no.
bonus cards?
No. I bought maybe 3 points worth. No, maybe 3. Maybe. Plus I would have had the wastes from them, so who knows.
Well, you would have never even seen the waste, so. I think it's weird that, I mean, I guess it's because you always buy apartments and then towers and then skyscrapers, but I find it weird that, oh, they do have different, okay.
So I think the waste thing is funny. Like, one of the elegant things about Dominion is that as you buy the points cards,
That's when you bog down.
they bog down your deck. The victory point cards themselves bog down the deck, and it's so elegant.
And that's like the
I do
only
think-
way you get victory points. This, you
Yeah,
get victory
I do
points
think-
outside of your deck.
Yeah, I do think the waste thing is okay. Like, that's maybe the most interesting thing. That's one of the interesting parts of the game. I do think that putting the stations, building up those stations, and so that makes it more expensive for your rivals to, get to ingress kind of into your area and everything. I think that's interesting too. I think those 2 interesting elements of this game, one on the board and one in the deck, just don't carry it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, like we were saying, I don't think the deck building aspect is built around the waste aspect, and I don't think the route building game is integrated enough or that interesting.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's that many interesting decisions to make on the board.
And at 2 players, and of course Tabletop Simulator takes a little bit longer, but at 2 players, I mean, I feel like you could have played Ticket to Ride and Dominion, a game of each, and maybe it would have been 20 minutes longer.
Yeah.
But I would have rather played both. I would have rather played a game of Ticket to Ride, a game of Dominion, than a game of Trains.
And honestly, I feel like the game arc wasn't that... I felt like I was doing the same thing. Like, I didn't feel like my deck was getting stronger. Or
Yeah, I
more
agree.
efficient or anything. I was just kind of like doing the same thing each turn.
Yeah, in Dominion, it's like you build up. Every so often during the game, you get hands that are just awesome, and you just go off and have
Your
an
your
amazing
combos
turn.
your combos work, your everything, everything kind of fills out. And this I never really felt that.
Agreed. Yeah, Star Realms, you'll have a turn where just everything comes together. You do like 15 damage. It's
Mhm.
awesome. I mean, you break through, you knock all their defenses out, and it just feels good. I mean, the best turn, because it's so limited to the board state, and I don't feel like your Ticket to Ride, you can really, really, really you can have a great turn there as well. That feels really good. You put 6 trains down, you got the only route between these 2 places. You're gonna actually be able to get your 22-point route done. It's awesome. It just feels great. In this, it's like, what's the best turn you could possibly have? Like,
I place
laid-
a 3rd station and get 8 points for that later.
Yeah, I laid 2 rail, you know what I mean? I laid 2 cubes and then I put a station down, and it's like, that feels great. off of 7 cards. And
Uh-huh.
I feel like the highs are not very high in this game.
All right. Well, you got another game down though.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'm glad we played.
Yeah, I mean, it's playable. It's not. I don't think it's bad. It's
Yeah.
just a little boring.
Yeah, it's not. It's always fun to play and try new games too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what was next on file is. But all right. I'm just gonna do my sign off here. So if you're heading out, I will catch you probably next week or something.
Great, sounds good.
But in the meantime, for anybody, thanks for checking this out. If you liked it, please tell a friend. Please check out the links below. That's all our social media and everything. It's really cool to see any support there. Big stuff tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm doing the 24-hour live stream comic, 24 pages in 24 hours. YouTube can only stream 8 hours at a time, so there's 3 videos on the channel. If you hit the bell, it'll notify you of all that stuff. I'm really hoping I can have some people around for all of that stuff. Not that they need to be around for 24 hours, but just some interaction, some engagement there. Just to kind of keep me awake, keep me going, and give me that little support there too. Yeah, that's the big thing. Since the chat still doesn't work, I will probably, I'm going to try and sleep in a little bit to gear up for it and relax a little bit, but I might jump on just for a little bit of something just to test the chat out, even if it's just like a test video or whatever. That is 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow to 8 p.m. Eastern Time Friday. It'll be fun. I'm really pumped for it. So I hope to see you there. Yeah, I think that's all I have for tonight. So thanks for sticking around, and I will catch you hopefully tomorrow. Have a good one.